What is up, YouTube? I do not feel like putting clothes on, so I'm just gonna respond to this piece of shit like this. Anyway, people on Huffington Post, I think it's Huffington Post, Dear White People, star director discussed racism double standards, and you know, these idiots are just gonna say, hey, it's okay to be racist to white people because black people can't be racist. Ugh.
Dun 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 dun.
I already hate it.
Dun dun dun. That's the theme song. We sing it ourselves.
Thank you.
That is the stupidest entrance. Yeah, it's Huffington Post.
Logan, what's up?
Justin's.
You know, I'm really good. I'm hanging out with you.
Okay, cool.
A lot of people
In your own little world, no white people.
have a lot of
Throughout this whole video, they do not call or ask a white person, hey, how do you feel about this shit? She talks to another black person.
questions, including me.
Okay, fair enough.
One of the questions I have,
And I'm pretty sure that they scripted this whole thing. They didn't actually just ask questions.
kind of has to deal with double standards.
Okay.
I mean, the title of the show, Dear White People.
One of the most racist shows / movies that I have ever heard of.
Is that not a double standard?
Yes.
Why is Dear White People acceptable and Dear Black People wouldn't be acceptable?
Yeah. Dear black people, that would be totally crucified. There would be riots in the streets, at least I think. Fuck, I don't know.
Right, yeah.
So first of all, I would say that it's an assumption that the show is finger wagging or blaming white people for something, and it's also an incorrect
Actually, yeah, it is. People like you tend to just say, "What? It's your fault we're poor."
assumption. It's actually a show about the experience of being a marginalized group amongst a bigger group that doesn't necessarily see you.
Doesn't see you? What the fuck? Are y'all invisible when you go when the sun goes down and night rises? That was a okay. I'm gonna say it again. Can't see you? What? Do y'all become invisible when it's dark? I totally ruined that. Whatever. But seriously, how? What?
Who?
Or are they referring to colorblind people? It's like, you can't win with these idiots. It's like, if you see race, you're a racist. If you don't see race, you're white privileged. Ugh, you just can't win.
All of American culture is kind of a Dear Black People.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
We are very aware of where we fit and don't fit in culture just by watching television on the.
No, you find out where you as an individual fit in by walking outside and going out in public. You are not a collective or anything. Just because you're black doesn't mean you're this. It just means you happen to have ancestors that either immigrated from Jamaica, Haiti, or, you know, Africa. Sub-Saharan Africa, you know, the places like Libya and Egypt and Algeria, they would look totally different and probably say Allahu Akbar 5 times a day. Fuck.
The other side,
I am such an assbee that I said that.
unfortunately, because oppression is very real in this country.
Yeah, it is. It's called the Patriot Act, and it affects all Americans. Not just you.
If a white person makes jokes about black people, that actually affects black people's lives.
How? How the fuck does a joke affect black people's lives? Are you so fragile? Are you so thin-skinned that a joke about black people will send you to the hospital? How? Or just like a joke about black people, now I'm broke. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, that's
not a double standard.
Pretty sure it is.
Turn me up.
Okay.
Turn me up a little bit.
Bass on the phones, and there we go.
There we go.
Logan, I have a question to ask you.
Talk to me.
Because we've been talking about double standards.
Right.
And they think double standards doesn't apply here at all. Like, black people can just do whatever they want, say whatever they want, no matter how offensive or racist. Yes, I said it. racist. And just because of shit that happened in the past.
Is it not a double standard that black folks can say the N-word and it's in like black music? I know. I don't want to answer the question myself. That's why I'm asking you.
Because they don't have a reasonable answer. He doesn't want to answer the question. It's like, I got no... Oh, double standard is the application of a different set of principles for a similar situation. Well, that's a Wikipedia version.
How many things do white people have?
What? This isn't Soviet Union. We don't have a collective thing, as I've said. We don't have things that are owned by white people. I don't own anything because I'm white other than the skin on my body. That's it. Black people have many things. They have affirmative action. They have welfare. They had the presidency for 8 years, which, by the way, I did enjoy. Especially when Osama bin Laden was killed.
How many? All of the things. They have all of the things. There's this one thing. There's this one word.
One thing.
Yeah, but you see, it's just a word. It's not going to hurt you if I say nigga. Although I don't say it because I think it's vulgar and stupid. I mean, it's just a word. Just like I don't call my Irish friends Patty.
That black people took and used as a form of endearment.
Yeah, but we can also use a term of endearment. What's up, my nigga? But seriously, it's just a word. I think these people are saying it's this thing that black people can own at white people's expense. I think that's basically what they're saying.
And it's ours. Let us have this one word.
No, I'm not going to let you have anything that I can't have. Not because I'm a white person, but I want to own everything. I'm just kidding. I'm just saying, you don't get to own something just because of your race. Oh, here's Wiktionary. Double standard. The situation of two or more groups, one which is tactically excused from following a standard generally regarded as applying to all groups.
That's the one word.
So much hatred behind it when it comes from the mouths of others.
What's up, my nigga? Did me saying that sound hateful? A comment below. Tell me, did that sound hateful? Say, what's up, my nigga? What's up?
And this is something that we've turned into a very special, casual term, not to be used by everyone.
Yeah, but we don't have a word. I mean, cracker was invented by black folks, and hunky sounds very stupid. I mean, nigga, that's like the ultimate word. It's so fun to say. Is that my nigga, that video of Obama shaking hands with that sports guy, you know.
We made medicine out of our poison.
What the fuck? It's not poison. A word is not poison. You fucking idiot. Yeah, it was a very racist term back then. Nigger actually is a disgusting term. Nigger. Yeah, nigger is a disgusting term. But nigga, like, I think it was on Urban Dictionary where it described, nigger was described as a black guy with a chain around his neck, you know, basic slave. But nigga was a black guy with gold chain around his neck, you know, like Flavor Flav, you know, just, and even, what was it? Eddie Griffin has said, you got your average black folks don't want to be bothered. You got your African American, I graduated from Harvard, cum laude. And then you have niggas. Did any of that sound hateful?
Hey.
Yeah.
Is that so wrong?
Well, where's our word? I mean, I'd like to call my Irish friends Patty or Mick, but I call him Mick, though. But I know it's not going to be a trend.
No, I don't think so. And
plus, you can't look at a guy and just instantly know he's Irish.
So what you're saying is, this is not a double standard.
Not.
Yes, it fucking is. Do I have to reread the fucking word again? Situation of you know.
A double standard.
Not at all.
Yes, it is.
I feel
You're basically saying freedom of speech applies everywhere except for this one word. You can't say that word because you're a white person.
like I'm in a safe space. You want to know?
Yes, they just love safe spaces, these SJW retards. And as I mentioned earlier, notice no white people to dispute them. No white people say, hey, that's not true. That is a double standard, or, yeah.
You know why? Because
Why?
we're at HuffPost Black Voices.
It feels safe for me too.
It's a thing. I think some
Oh, like if they were at regular HuffPost, they'd be in constant danger, they'd have to carry a gun, what the fuck?
people might wonder, why can't there be a HuffPost White Voices?
See, here's the thing. That's called HuffPost.
No, that's not HuffPost white voice, that's feminist and SJW retard voice.
And the entirety of the internet.
Oh, sure. When white people are a minority in this world, Asians are the biggest race or denomination or whatever in this world. Yeah, Asians outnumber white people. Have you seen Asia? It's fucking huge, and so many islands, and a lot of it's communist. Ugh. There are tons of black people on the internet, including Mr. Obama.
Black folks have to create our own channels so that we can have a voice.
Yeah, it's called it's called signing on to YouTube and creating a fucking channel and then voicing your stupid ass fucking opinion.
And
I'm getting so pissed off.
be a part of the mainstream culture. Because
you can be a part of mainstream culture by freaking going on freaking TV.
otherwise, we'd be silent.
Oh, like it sounds like basically you refuse to speak unless you have your own channel full of black people. Like, I would speak on if a black channel to say, hey, Caius, we would like you to speak on our channel. I'd be like, I'm sorry, but unless it's run by white people, I'm not going to speak. So, no, you won't be silent. You're not going to be silenced just because you don't have a channel run by black people. You fucking idiot.
We have to be able to honor each other too. We need a platform to be able to.
Yeah, you can honor each other by not being such fucking idiots and hypocrites.
Say congratulations for doing that great piece of work. How many black actors and musicians and athletes have gone through history and haven't been recognized because there wasn't that platform?
Have you ever heard of MLK Day? What the actual flying fuck? Ugh, and Samuel L. Jackson, I'm pretty sure he got his name on that Hollywood, you know, the thing where they stick their hand in wet cements and all that. And even though he doesn't deserve it, Bill Cosby has been recognized a lot with his button pop and his rape. And I'm gonna stick my button pop in your butt, ho ho, and all that. That was a terrible impression, and I'm pretty good at them. Hey, baby. No. See, you have to come here. See, I put you on the corner, so you make my money. Now, if you don't make my money, I'm gonna make you suck my pudding pop. Okay, I'm gonna stop there. Jeez, man, what the hell is wrong with me?
Assumption is that if you're an American citizen, you know, you have the right to freedom and happiness and all these wonderful things.
Yeah, you do.
Except if you're black.
Do you have any examples of this? Do you have any examples where in the Constitution or any laws made since the Constitution was made or since the Civil Rights Act that everyone has the right to freedom and happiness, yada yada yada, except for African Americans? Where does it say that?
Except if you're a part of a marginalized.
Oh, great. Yeah. They have to include Muslims even though they're not a daggum race. They're a religious, they're a denomination of religion that tends to be a little violent than Christianity. Because you don't see Christians blowing themselves up, ramming planes into buildings, or throwing gay people off the roof. You know, the most you hear of Christians being bigots towards gay people is, you know, they say that is, you know, that Westboro Baptist Church, and all they do is talk shit talk bigoted shit, and that's it. But, of course, they have everyone... It's like these SJW idiots don't understand the difference between a race and a religion. But they see a minority and therefore oppressed. That's why feminists love to defend Muslims in this country, because they're a minority. If you're a minority, you're oppressed, and therefore you're an ally. Ugh.
Yeah.
Exactly. So basically what I think you're saying is this is not a double standard.
Yeah, it is. You fucking fucktard. The law, you are protected under the law. It's just that black people happen to commit 55% of America's crime, while despite being only 13 to 16% of the fucking population. Ugh, I'm gonna have an ulcer.
Yeah, to remember.
Did he just go merp merp? Are you fucking serious?
There. Now everyone can hear me.
Super
So we can hear your super racist shit even louder. Great.
real. Go ahead.
Great.
Reverse racism.
Yeah, it's not real. It's just called racism.
When a white person gets their feelings hurt by a joke that a black person might make about white people.
Oh my god. I want to punch this idiot. Racism, or the definition of racism, is not a white person getting his feelings hurt. According to Wikipedia, yeah, I'm using my phone. Reverse racism is a term to describe the acts of discrimination and prejudice perpetrated by racial minorities or historically oppressed ethnic minorities against individuals belonging to the racial majority or historically dominant ethnic groups. In other words, it is reverse discrimination based on racial criteria. Yeah. But actually, you know what it is? It's called racism. It's not... It's not getting your feelings hurt. It's being discriminated against, like affirmative action. Like if I was hired... I mean, if I was passed over for a job to hire a minority, that would be racism. Even if... Especially if I was more qualified. And especially if you hired a guy who barely speaks English just to have a minority, that would be racism. Or, in my case, back in high school, whenever a fight broke out between me and someone who happened to be a minority, usually Hispanics, and usually those Hispanics happen to be descended from Mexico, the Estados Unidos Mexicanos, they would believe their word that I punched first, even though most of the time, they're the ones who throw the first punch whenever I reply with a snappy comeback. That's racism. Giving favors to a race. Ugh.
Oh, okay, all right. You know, people got feelings, Logan. They have valid
I understand.
feelings.
But when an SJW, a feminist, or a minority gets their feelings hurt, oh no, we've gotta arrest this white person. No, he's a monster.
Is this a double standard that black people can be subjugated to racism and white people can't?
Right. Well,
Yes,
I mean,
it
I think
is.
you have to start by understanding that black people can't be racist.
Oh, get fucked.
People can be prejudiced. They
Yes.
can be biased, but they can't be racist.
Racism and prejudice are two and two. They go together. They go together like peanut butter and jelly, bacon and eggs, donkeys and trombones. My nephews and crying when they don't get their way. They all go together.
And why is that?
Tell me.
Well, what is racism?
Oh, this is going to be definitely a pro-black people definition.
Racism is the oppression of a marginalized group in a society that's based on white supremacy.
What? Why are they doing this to me? Why are they doing this? Why? I can't take it anymore, man. Why does no one know what a fucking dictionary is? That's not the definition. It's right there. Oh my god. It hurts. My head. I'm gonna throw up.